angry, Aussie, 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 angry, Aussie, Aussie, angry.
Whoa, got a huge yawn out of the way just before the stream. Hopefully I don't yawn all the time, because that tends to happen to me. I start to yawn and then I just keep yawning. Anyway, I'm going to get ready and do my usual start off by making a cocktail while I wait for people to arrive. Ho. Now, what the hell is this? All right. A few of my things are ready. They're going to do the Taco Bell. Do that first. Do the little one first. Taco Bell. Oh, I really changed that up a bit. Okay. So that's a rocks glass. I should go and get some ice. All right, there's no one here. I'm going to run it and do that now. I should leave some chickens in charge, seeing I'm going to be gone. All right. Well, chickens, feel like you haven't been called into duty for a while. Let's try and get this happening. Look at it. You're all over the shop. What are you doing, chickens? I don't even know what's going on here. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Good like $6. There we go. I'll pop a little banner so people know what's happening. What the fuck? Okay, stop it, hide. All right, chickens are in charge. Very quiet start to a Thursday night. I think I'll leave the chickens there. Oh, maybe that's the way you are. Oh, yeah. Let's do this. Get my GoPro set up. Yeah. Do that and that. That's it. Right, bring this around here. All right. Turn this on. Okay. Corn whiskey and the tequila. Zara. Last little bit of that just a bit. There's the corn whiskey. Chili liqueur. There it is. And chili is like that. And the sugar syrup. Just the double chicken. This original one. Lime bitters, yes, lime bitters. I have lime bitters. All right. Let's get everything ready. Fuck, I thought that was a stopper. It's a screw top. They're all screw tops. It's a conspiracy. Oh my god, I haven't opened this one in ages. Fuck. Oh, it's went shut. I have to go and get magic bottle opener. Ugh, what a carry on. Ugh. He's strictly Sega. Had real shenanigans in the start there. Couldn't get a bottle open. It was a whole thing. All right. God damn it. Now I'm ready to go. What did I say in here? Videos. Taco Bell. Quarter events. It's kind of what I thought I would have said. All right. Let's go. Yeah, let's go here. Let's okay. That ready. Okay. Get this ready. Oh, gosh darn it. It's such a friggin' carry on. So, Richard, hello. Yes, the chickens are in charge at the moment. A couple minutes doing this, 5-10 minutes doing this. Okay, so that part. The lid's back on things. That. Okay, now we do ice. Ice, baby. Okay. All right. And starting up this again. Let's give it a stir. All right. Okay, so that's the drink made. Turn that up. Turn this on. Okay. Yes, Richard, that's exactly right. Nirvana Day is commemorating the death of the Buddha when the Buddha reached Nirvana. So I'm just making a joke because I'm a silly sausage. Those silly, silly jokes. Okay, that's that. We're ready to go. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is my version of a cocktail called a Taco Bell with an E on the end of Bell. Now, I say my version because when I found the first one that gave me inspiration, I noticed there's quite a few cocktails published on various sites with the name or a very similar name, and they're all different. And I just took elements that I saw in them and said, that's how I want to build it. And mine has elements that are meant to suggest at least vaguely the whole thing of a taco. And this is following the old-fashioned structure, essentially. And it's got tequila in it to represent Mexico. And I've also gone with some corn whiskey because some recommended a corn liqueur, which I don't have. This is an Australian corn whiskey. It's designed, how do they say, 100% pure corn whiskey made using Ord Valley corn, grown on a family farm. I believe they essentially followed the rules for making bourbon, like with new oak barrels and everything, except, of course, because it's made in Australia, they can't call it bourbon, and so it's corn whiskey. And to spice things up, as tacos often are, there's going to be a little bit of Ancho Reyes chili liqueur in there, and there'll be a little bit of sugar syrup and some lime bitters, because I think the lime flavor is often in with the Mexican food as well. So that all comes together into this drink, which I've chosen to do without a garnish. I could have put a corn chip there. That would have been gross. Or crushed up corn chips, or maybe a salt and chili rim. You know, you could get creative if you wanted to do that, or even just a lime wedge. Price of limes at the moment, no way I'm doing that. But I am going to try it now because this is an experiment. So let's see how it's worked. That tastes good. I tell you what, just that little bit I've used of the chili liqueur really comes through. If you like things spicy, you can always add more. But here's how I made it. Oh, yeah. Thanks, you foods. In a mixing glass, we put 1 ounce or 30 mils of corn whiskey. Then we add 1 ounce or 30 mils of reposado tequila. Then we're adding just 1/4 of an ounce, around 7.5 mils of the chili liqueur, and 1/4 an ounce, 7.5 mils of sugar syrup, rounding things out with 2 dashes of lime bitters. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then strain that into a rocks glass over the big, sexy, clear ice, if you've got it. If you don't have a way to make clear ice, I'll show you with a video linked at the end of this one. It's the easiest, cheapest, and most space-effective way to do it. Once you see how easy it is, you'll be amazed you haven't been doing it all along. And it just looks cool. I just really like how the clear ice looks. Some people say, why go to all that trouble? Because it's fun and it looks cool. Why wouldn't you? Honestly, why would you not do something that is a bit of fun and kind of looks cool if you're easily impressed like I am? But this has come together into quite a nice drink. And like I said, there's a lot of room for playing. You are not necessarily going to have the exact things I have, but you should always be willing to experiment because that's what I did here. And it's come together into a really nice drink, which I'm now going to sit back and enjoy. So I hope you're taking care wherever you are. And I hope you come back soon because I'd love to see you for some more cocktails down the line. But until such time as I do see you again, I'll say cheers. Alrighty. That ice kept making noises, which I'm not impressed with. Okay, we're going to switch a few things off and then retire the chickens. At least temporarily. Turn that light off so the light's a bit more gentle. Chickens go over here. Thank you very much. Okay. Whew. Oh, that's right. I changed the angle of the camera. That's a bit more like it. Richard, having a 4 a.m. coffee. A way to start the day, I guess. Fun fact. The bat pod in The Dark Knight never downshifts. Sound design was created to make it sound like it never shifts down in gear. Okay. That is a very interesting fun fact. I will be on board with that. Okay, no more chickens in charge. Hiding the banner. Oh, goodness me. So, you know what I'm going to do anyway? Even though I didn't garnish that, now I'm going to get a bit of flavor happening. Put that in. And I might as well do the last bit of peel. Maybe make a clarified cocktail with this tomorrow. Oh, I always want to do a cherry, and I forgot the fucking skewer. What was eventful? Well, shenanigans. Gosh darn it. All right, I am going to quickly disappear and get a skewer for my cherry, because that's the thing I want to do. This will be very quick. And we're back. Okay. Woo. Oh, the video was eventful. You like the sound of that? Seems eventful. Wait, where's my cherries? My taco-inspired cocktail. Shazam, y'all. First shot. I think that is a portent of good things to come. Okay, cherry stay there. Yeah, well, I tell you what, that chili liqueur is pretty gosh darn serious. Like there's like 7.5 mils of that in here. You can really taste it. Actually, the whiskey and tequila go quite well together. And with the chili, it brings out some real fruity notes. And it's just a little bit of zing from the chili rather than, oh, fuck. If you really go that chili liqueur, it's seriously chili. I have a chili fest each year in Perth. I work with, like his son's future brother-in-law grows really serious chilies, or procures them from somewhere. So I assume this person is like his son's engaged to be married, and this is his intended brother who has these chilies. And he was showing us pictures. It's like about 8 different sorts, including, I think there was a California Reaper in there, like seriously hot ones. Ooh, a frozen mango chili margarita. See, was like most bars, if they're doing a chili margarita, it is actually chili, which I don't like. Yeah, frozen chili one would be wild. Burns and freezes all at once. Really confuse your brain with the nerve signal messages. That burns, that's cold. Wait, which is it? Really challenge your brain. Oh wait, where's my phone? I've got my phone over here. Okie dokie. No, don't do that. What the fuck? Okay, so Taco Bell goes from to do to doing. And then I'm going to do a thirsty monk, which is a sour. Right, how do they recommend serving a thirsty monk? Thirsty. Oh, I thought that would be it. Serve it up. Why do I know my nose? Is that bleeding? Like I kind of scratched my nose because there was a lump there. Like a blocked pore. Now it's going to give me a hard time. Going to end up with a huge spot on my nose. Serves me right. I said that in cute. So this one's whiskey. Ah, that's right. Genepi. Wait, have I got that right here? Yes, yellow chartreuse. Benedictine. And lemon juice. Yes. Wait, where's my... I made a thing of saline. What did I do with it? It's struggle. Speaking of phones, 2 weeks ago, I had a new screen replaced. 2 days woke up after a night of fruit tingles. Screen was working, but wasn't accepting touch commands. Oh, I thought maybe your fingers were too sticky. Hey, Justin. To listen to politicians argue about teddy bears. That's pretty wild. Oh, you went to... They gave you a new screen for free. Well, good. I'm glad they took responsibility for it. That's a good thing. I thought when you said you had been a night of fruit tingles, like a very sugary drink, if I know what you're talking about, that maybe your fingers were covered in sugary stuff and they weren't registering on the screen. But no. Oh, man, I'm actually really enjoying that. Yeah, you may have spilled some fruit tingle on the phone. It happens. Yeah, no, we won't be telling the people who replaced the screen that there was fruit tingle spillage involved. Oh, I always love it when you come out, watched a weird Aussie movie. I need to know what was the weird movie because there are so many of them. And as I think I've mentioned before, it seems like most of the weird movies, which are mentioned in the Not Quite Hollywood documentary about Ozploitation in the 60s and 70s and 80s, most of those films are on Amazon Prime Video. I have to watch Mad Dog Morgan at some stage. I started watching it once. I want to finish it. Dennis Hopper playing an Australian bushranger. Oh, that's got Bruce Spence in it, I think. Speaking of Ozploitation, yes, I remember. And it's got Gary McDonald in it too, if I remember. Well, Eskimo Nell is a bawdy ballad. Yes, also known as Dick Down Under. Oh, okay. Here's a real bit of trivia. Max Gillies is in it. I'm trying to think of all the names. I'm just throwing out random Australian names. But here's a really weird thing. We had a novelty record 7-inch single when I was a kid called The Wampa Song, which apparently was tied in with that movie, The True Story of the True Story of Eskimo Nell. Serge Lazareff. Serge Lazareff was a cool dude. I don't know what band that is. Oh, well, if Abigail was in something, there was going to be nudity, even if it was only very brief and very, comparatively demure. That was her thing, though. Graham Bond. Wow. Okay. A lot of people in there. Yes, I've never seen that, but I am vaguely aware of it. I'm aware of its existence. As I said, we had this weird record that was somehow tied in with it because the B-side was like an orchestral version of um, the Wampa song, which was apparently the theme from the True Story of Mystic Horror. See, the 70s got you, Dr. Abigail. The most famous Abigail in Australia in the 70s was regularly nude. That's right. Yes, Graham Bond was Auntie Jack. Oh God, Malcolm Roberts is so fucking embarrassing. Like that guy says the stupidest fucking stuff. Like he's a genuinely unintelligent person who has been complete and because he's such a hateful arch conservative, he's been completely sucked into the most ridiculous conspiracies. No need to be sorry. If you have to run off for 20 minutes, you have to run off for 20 minutes. I might actually make the second cocktail. One I like the sound of, a whiskey sour variation with some liqueurs in it made by monks. Hence it's called the Thirsty Monk. So I'll rearrange myself. Ugh. Okay, let's actually get some stuff happening here. Okay. Gotta get organized. That there. Put the GoPro back. Okay. Bring this camera around here. Dr. Abigail, why don't you connect your Linux server? Oh, what? I know that's a rhetorical question because I know you're not expecting me to answer it. Actually, there's occasionally some techie people in here who might be into that, but definitely not me. Okay. Putting things away. That one, go back. Going to use this whiskey because I'm just trying to empty the bottle. Oh, not far off emptying the tequila bottle, but I do have a replacement. Let's wait. Is that Reposado? And there's a lot of shit in this year's covered of mystery. Oh, gotta stop buying bottles. Yeah, that's Piñejo. Yeah, no, that's good. Piñejo. Right. So, and this, let's do this. Alrighty, put that there. And that there. I'll put a bit more ice in here. Oh God, I think I have to do a loop. Actually. Okay. Okay. Get rid of this bottle because there was something wrong with the lid. Not using that bitches this time. I'm going to put this in here and remember what it is. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Yellow chartreuse and Dom. All right. Yellow chartreuse, Dom Benedictine. Lemon juice. Getting everything ready. We're getting there. We're getting ready. Where are we? Let's see, yellow chartreuse, vermicelli, lemon juice, the foamer. That's what I want. And Peychaud's bitters. Now, this is silly. I was sure I brought my saline in here. I went to all the trouble of making it. All right, but let's fucking take this. Ah, it is there. Oh, goddamn genius. Peychaud's bitters and saline. Saline. And the foamer. That's what I want. What is meine foamer? Is that it? That looks like it. That's it. All right. All right. Feel like we're getting ready now. Turn this here light on. You know what? I actually, really, genuinely, I don't know why it's catching me by surprise, but it is. Oh, good Lord. That definitely couldn't wait. Okay. Now, I think. Ready. Steady. Going. Okay. Line these a bit better. Okay. Take some lids off. Ready to pour. This. And this. And this. Okay, this one's a bit tough to open. Should probably clean the thread on this one. Try and remember to do that tomorrow. Oh yeah. Oh wow, that's funny. And bitters. We're good. Okay. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Let's do this. 45 mils of whiskey. Lemon juice. Looks like pea. Oh, now it's going to get like pea with blood in it. 3 dashes of Peychaud's. Oh, they got a urinary tract infection. And okay. that's that bit. Oh. Now I got to do the checking. Okay, I will put the lids on things. Okay. So, put it under there. Put the glass there. Make sure the glass is in shot properly. And it is. And we'll, yeah, that'll do. We'll go. Okay. Okay, that's done. Let's get a picture of it. Turn the little camera on. Okay. Let's do this. Get a picture. All right. That's looking good. Have you ever seen a jellyfish? That shit's crazy. Okay, turning this one around. Wait, who is that? Oh, it's Richard again. Yeah. Dr. Abigail is asking difficult questions. What are the answers? Who knows? Not me. Okay. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a whiskey sour variation where it's sweetened by liqueurs made by monks, which gives it its name, the Thirsty Monk. I'm going to see if this is going to quench my thirst. Ooh, that is seriously tasty. Here's how we make it. In a mixing glass, we put 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of the whiskey of your choice. Then we're doing 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of yellow chartreuse. Follow that with 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of Dom Benedictine. Then 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of lemon juice. Don't remember the order I put these things in. Then we're adding 3 dashes of Peychaud's bitters, 3 drops of saline solution, and I'm putting a few drops of foamer, although you could use egg white to get the foam as well. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 or 15 seconds, maybe a bit longer to get the foam really happening, and then strain that into a chilled coupe. The Peychaud's bitters has given it a really nice colour, and it's overall a nice variation on a whiskey sour. I suggest you try the Thirsty Monk. Cheers. All right, sitting down now. Not making any more videos tonight. Tomorrow, I might pick extra ones because it's a Friday. No rules on a Friday. party night crazy time. In fact, speaking of no rules, I'm going to chuck this over my ice. Even though for cosmetic reasons, I served it in a cube. This out of the way. That did not turn off. Okay, need to swap batteries in it. Right, we're done though. Oh, put that over there. This over here. And we're off to the races. And now I can just sit down, be on it. Okay. I honestly don't have a lot of control over how this thing exposes itself, but that's looking particularly good tonight. Dr. Abigail, to be fair, you were noodle in the 70s because you were a baby. Well, I just thought of several gratuitous remarks to say about the famous TV and movie personality, Abigail from the 70s, and I didn't. I'm just being responsible. Okay, sorry, Thirsty Monk. You move to doing. Richard, yesterday was Valentine's Day. You watched the Charlie Brown Valentine's Day specials. Nice. I don't think I've ever watched them, but those old Charlie Brown animations were quite interesting. That running thing of whenever adults talked, it was me, 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 me. Like adults didn't count or something. Very weird. So they did Valentine's Day special. They did Christmas specials. I know. Halloween specials. They would have done Halloween specials too, because they had the whole thing with Linus believing in the Great Pumpkin. Oh, you put the picture of the DVD pack on the Discord. Okay. Let's get the Discord happening then. I'm sure that's okay. I've got Nirvana songs stuck in my head. Okay. All right, this is interesting. So they're remastered because, of course, they would have been broadcast in relatively low resolution for broadcast TV back in the day. I'm now kind of interested in what the technical process would have been for remastering them for modern disc format. I saw that, Justin. So, like, that's how little attention I pay to politicians' private lives. I didn't realize Albanese was shacked up without being married. Second Labor PM to be shacked up without being married. Although Julia Gillard and her bloke broke up. And then there's some very disturbing allegations that he was facing criminal charges. I don't remember what happened with that. Yeah, see? You and I are discovering this at the same time, Dr. Abigail. He's divorced. And he proposed to his current partner on Valentine's Day. Which, again, if you're cynically minded, it's like it's a PR move. It's like, oh, you're the prime minister and you've got a partner that you're not married to. You should probably get married. Clearly, Julia Gillard made the right decision by not getting married to her bloke because of the heinous shit that came out about him. But, yeah, that's the way it goes, I guess. And what I love, yes, in fact, it's a cliche, but 1980s Albanese would be absolutely horrified by 2020's Albanese. No two ways about it. Like, I think Keating hated the young Albanese, called him an unreconstructed Stalinist. because Keating was actually quite conservative, neoliberal, which is what Albanese is now. So, yeah, it's a yes, he continues to be a disappointment, even when personally the bar was set incredibly low, and he continually fails to meet that very low bar. I do remember that. Yes, Jacinda Ardern had some maternity leave while PM to give birth. I also love that she also twigged like, man, politics is fucked. I'm getting out of politics. Good on her. Because, politics, it's ugly. So very, very ugly. I do not like politics. I think for my taste, I probably should have put some sugar syrup in that cocktail. But that's okay. I've gone off sours, essentially. I want my sours to be sweet. That may well be the case. I certainly couldn't name another political leader who gave birth while in office. There are a lot of women leaders around the world. I don't recall any of them giving birth in office. So that's a nice claim to fame and a taboo shattered, really. Ooh, blended iced coffee. All right. I'm wary of coffee this late at night, but yeah. Oh, 15 years difference between Albanese and his partner. Yeah, when you get to that age, that's not that meaningful. Hey, hot busy day. You've earned it. You have absolutely earned it. Frozen cocktail. Oh yes, it's only I keep forgetting in WA. It's so much earlier. Yeah, 10 to 9 here, 10 to 6 there. Yeah, no, you've earned it. There's another hot WA day. You should absolutely go for it with a frozen cocktail. Just having mine on ice. Oh yeah, Bailey's. I reckon rum. Oh yeah, whiskey. Some Starwood would be good. In my head, I always think rum and Bailey's, but of course, whiskey and coffee go really well together. Like I've got the Archie Rose whiskey infused, coffee infused whiskey, which is really good. Yeah, I don't know why, but in my head, I associate the rum with Bailey's. Oh, Dan, hello. Today is Nirvana Day. It commemorates the date that in the Buddhist religion is the death of the Gautama Buddha because he had reached Nirvana. So that's why it's called Nirvana Day. Nothing to do with the 90s grunge rock band. How shocked was I? Should say, yeah, whiskey. Oh, yeah, whiskey, Baileys, and coffee. Yeah. Whiz that up on ice. That'd be great. Oh, 3 specials on each of the DVDs. Okay. So, okay, now I'm keen into what the actual specials were. Oh, what are we doing here? Okay, so it's Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown. It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. You're Not Elected, Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, Charlie Brown Christmas. So there's a Valentine special, an Easter special, Halloween special, Elected's an election special. I wonder if that was originally broadcast when presidential election was going on. a Thanksgiving special, and a Christmas special. Okay, that's kind of interesting how spread out they are. Start a tradition with 6 Peanuts classics. Neat. So that was okay. That was for President's Day, the election one. Okay. Very interesting. And of course, they would get broadcast on TV year after year as well. Oof, that's quite. I think I'm going to. What are we up to? 9 o'clock. Time for something non-alcoholic. I've got my Sprite here. Do I want to put a bit of flavor in it? Probably. Actually, I think I want to go out and get my pineapple syrup and just put a bit of that in there. Oh, that's a good bit of trivia. Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown was one of the first 3 Laserdiscs ever made. Okay. Love bits of trivia like that. $25 local store. $50 from PBS. Okay. Good score for you then, Richard. All right, I'm going to disappear really quickly. And get my pineapple syrup. Oh, the first ever Laserdisc was Jaws. See, this is stuff we need to know. Okay, I'll be back really quickly. I just have Nirvana songs stuck in my head though. It's Nirvana Day. A little bit of pineapple syrup. I'll get my stirring finger. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Good time to get DVDs now. Everyone's dumping them, getting it streaming. I actually had Lithium stuck in my head. It's my favorite Nirvana song. I love that the chorus is just, yeah, yeah. I'm so horny. That's okay. And it's just such a good chorus. Just, yeah, yeah. Yum. Well, I'm gonna experiment with making some liqueurs in the company. I've got this peaches in syrup, which I got to try a thing. There's a guy called Ryan Doka. He's various video channels on YouTube and TikTok and whatnot called Doka Ryan. That I was put on to, and he put these peaches in absinthe and said it was like the best thing ever. So that was something I tried, and it was really good. But I still have the peach things. Miss Angry said I should use them. So I'm now thinking, what would make a good peach liqueur? And I think basically all the spirits would. So I'm trying to decide, do I make a peach liqueur that's rum based, whiskey based, or brandy based, or gin based? Really? Or fuck it, I've actually got some vanilla vodka over there. Maybe I could turn that into something useful and turn it into a peach liqueur. I'm too many choices. So I don't know if anyone has any opinions. What sounds best peach flavored? Gin, whiskey, rum, brandy? Which of these? Hey Safa, how many minutes? I don't know what you're asking. So Bon Voyage, Charlie Brown. We see or hear an adult speak. Ticket Man at the airport. So like, as in he speaks with a normal human voice, as opposed to the adult voice going. Richard, you reckon gin? I'm kind of thinking that too. That sounds really nice. I'm still genuinely not sure what you're actually asking, Safa. See, the thing is, I think they would all be good. Maybe that's what I do, actually, for fun. Because I've got 3 of these things of peach. Maybe I do 3. Maybe I do a peach gin, a peach brandy, a peach whiskey, peach rum. I got my what do we call it? Pineapple syrup from the fridge to add to my Sprite, and it's yummy. Yes, but I don't actually know what question you're asking. I've heard that, Dr. Abigail, that peaches come in a can that were put there by a man and factory did. Now, my peaches come in a plastic cup. So who did that? Yeah, a peach old-fashioned would kick ass, wouldn't it? God damn, that would be good. I definitely have to do a whiskey one. Now I've got it in my head. I think maybe I'll do a taste off. If you had my way, I'd eat peaches every day. How long does it take me to get to the fridge? Well, it's just the other end of the house. So, to get there and back is 30 to 60 seconds, depending what I'm trying to find while I'm there. And depending if I get distracted while I'm out there. And there's the whole house out there. I could easily get distracted. I'm easily distracted. The whole squirrel. Oh, okay. Now I'm missing that one. Jack Black has a song about peaches, does he? Speaking of Jack Black, Tenacious D are touring Australia. That's fun. Senior Citizens Tour. Moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. That song's interesting because it goes thing. Oh, okay. So Jack Black's Peaches song is in the Mario Brothers movie. There we go. Oh, in the new one. Okay, I haven't seen the new one. Jack Black is Bowser in the new animated Super Mario movie. Okay. Also, is that any good? Is it worth using up a couple of hours of my life to watch it? I think it got kind of favorably reviewed. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was genuinely well received. Yeah, you think it's okay too, Safa? Yeah. Right, I've got that silly one is on Foxtel now. It's a Swedish movie, Sisu, whatever. It's a guy is killing Nazis, and I mean that's automatically a good movie. Someone just going feral killing Nazis. Yeah, I know, right? Chris Pratt. No one was impressed with Chris Pratt being Mario, but I feel like the movie was pretty well received. So was it Mrs. Angry and I finished watching a series that's on Netflix called Fool Me Once. It's a British sort of crime thriller mystery drama. It was not bad. The best bit, satisfying ending. Because a lot of those shows where it's a mystery drama, what the hell's happening? Everyone's got secrets. Who's lying? Who's doing what? And often the resolution, and this is both in movies and series, often the resolution is disappointing. Very satisfying resolution to Fool Me Once. So it's not the greatest TV ever, worth watching. And then we started watching another Netflix show called One Day because it was suddenly like the number one show on Netflix. And unconsciously, on Valentine's Day, we were watching a romantic-ish show one day. Oh, God, Safa. The country fucking sucks ass. Dubbo sucked ass. Bathurst was fine because I was at uni and had all the friends and whatnot. Dubbo fucking sucked ass. There was nothing good about it. Actually, Safa, I was still the thing I had the other night that I made a pasta bake with mushroom and onion. One, I had 3 meals out of that. Tonight I had butter chicken from the supermarket. I was getting some other stuff and I was going, oh, look at that, half price. There's a couple of meals in that. I'll take that home. So me and Mrs. Angry had butter chicken tonight. It was good. It was not really strongly flavored, but it kind of grew on me as I went through it. So I probably would have preferred it to have a bit more flavor, but it was not bad, and it was half price. I'm such a tight ass. It's like, oh look, something's half price. I'm getting that. I got a pie. Same reason, meat pie. That's half price. That's a couple meals. That's just what butter chicken fucking rocks. Actually, my favorite Indian restaurants over in Brighton, Shalimar. Everything they do is good. Their butter chicken particularly kicks ass. So it's kind of like Mrs. Angry and I, when we go there, we go, okay, what do we, because we share, we go, okay, so we're having butter chicken and what else? And I swear to God, the banquet we got ourselves for Christmas dinner, definitely doing that again next Christmas. We had butter chicken and these goat curry and these lamb chops and some vegetarian dal and bread. Oh my God, it was so fucking good. And yes, Melbourne shits all over Sydney. To have a really good time in Sydney, you've got to have a fuck ton of money. I mean, you can't be poor in Melbourne either, but you know. So should we say if Richard likes Jack Black? Oh God, Mr. Show is oh wow. That's like do a bong hit and watch that show or do shrooms or something. You like lamb korma? Okay. I do not dislike lamb korma. And again, like I say, at my favorite place, Shalimar, which proclaims itself to be Melbourne's oldest Indian restaurant, been running for 40 years or something. And in the same family, I think it's gone through like 3 generations running the restaurant. Holy shit, the food there's good. And the current generation running it, it's quite young. But again, Mrs. Angry and I have been going there for I just realized we've been going there for 15 years. So the people running it were probably in their 20s when we first went there, and they're probably early 40s now. God, it always trips me out occasionally when time passes. Oh no, God! I saw that one. I'm not playing it on the stream because I'll get content matched. But yes, there's an animation that's a piss take of Mary Poppins, I think, that Jack Black did, and they sing a song called "Kickin' the Cunt." Oh my God! Yeah, Mean Girls, 20 years old. Yeah. Oh God, yes. Okay, Strictly Sega posted it, Richard. I have actually seen that one. I forget what made it pop up on my YouTube feed. Actually, Strictly Sega, you might have actually shared it on the stream before. I don't remember, but I have seen it. It's very silly, in a good way. Anyway, so I booked in date night is going to be good this week. We're going to a place that does good food and cocktails. And in fact, we went there not long after it opened, and it was pretty good. But it was like it's a second place. There's a place we really like called Repeat Offender, and the people who own that second place, and it was pretty good, but it wasn't as good as Repeat Offender. And we thought we probably need to let him settle in, and it might be better. So now we're going back. It's been like, I don't know, somewhere between 6 and 12 months since we've been there. And I'm hoping it's even better than last time. But then 2 weeks after that, date night is going to see June Part 2 with Mrs. Angry. Have I seen the 3 holes? I don't think I have. The food it's kind of Central and South American influenced food, which is very interesting because the people running it are English. So it's very interesting that that's the thing they're into. Okay, there's more beeps on. Okay, now we're just getting a bunch of Jack Black stuff from Mr. Show on the Discord, which I'll watch tomorrow, maybe. Again, I wish I wouldn't get content matched or I'd share it on the stream. Oh, and yeah, and also, it's not just the food that's Central and South American, it's the spirits too. This guy got really into the various agave spirits. The most famous agave spirit is tequila. Second is mezcal. But there's a whole bunch of other traditional agave spirits. What is there? Richella, Sotol, a couple others. But yeah, last time we went to Repeat Offender, we ordered a few cocktails off the menu. They were really yummy. And then, they said, "Do you want to drink?" So I said, "Could you just ask the bartender? I want an old fashioned, but I want them to choose, like, because you've got all these wacky agave spirits, and I want it to be bartender's choice. Make an old fashioned with the agave spirit that you think will make the best old fashioned." And they did it, and it was fucking good. It was a good spirit. Anyway, yeah. It's not the offensive that bothers me. I'm offensive. It's the getting content matched that bothers me. And I wish that wasn't a thing. I wish it could just be like, hey, you know what? This isn't monetized. So I'm just going to play a bunch of shit and share a bunch of shit with people, and YouTube can pay royalties for it. But I'm not going to make any money off this. But it's too high risk. Like, most of the time, that's what will happen. YouTube will say, well, you can't monetize this. The copyright holders can run ads on it. But there's always a risk that you get a copyright strike. And then, that's a whole pain in the ass. So I don't want that problem. So we don't put the content on the live stream. It's kind of funny how often I see the streams popping up on Facebook memories, and there'll be a thing like, this is muted in certain territories because of the music rights. And it's like, God, what did I play during that? It's like, you don't care. I don't really expect people to watch a multi-hour live stream back later. I know some people do sometimes, and that's cool. And if you happen to be someone who's watching this back at some point, I hope you're enjoying it. But this is mainly meant to be, a live, interactive thingy. That's the technical term. It's a thingy, and we just roll with that. So that's literally what Mrs. Angry and I call it. We're going, I'm going to go do a live thingy. But she actually uses a different generic word. Oh God, I'll remember it at some point. Maybe not. Who knows? So who was always also in Cable Guy with Jim Carrey? Was it Jack Black, or who were we talking about? Because I've kind of lost track. I've watched bits of the Cable Guy, but that was interesting because it was like Jim Carrey was just going success, 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 and then Cable Guy was a complete disaster. Sort of knocked him off his unstoppable perch. And then, of course, because he wanted to be a serious actor, and he chose quite sort of maudlin things like God, what was the thing that was named after a cinema? Oh, there you go. You like the Cable Guy, Heidi. Good. I never actually, like I said, I have not watched the whole thing. I always just remember, again, I equate everything to The Simpsons. There's a very old episode of The Simpsons where they go to the equivalent of Planet Hollywood that's run by Rainier Wolfcastle and some others. And they've got all the movie memorabilia. And behind a frame is the Cable Guy script. And Homer attacks it and starts ripping it up, going, "Stupid script, almost ruined Jim Carrey's career." So it's like, nice. Homer's got Jim Carrey's back. Oh, okay. That's interesting because Ben Stiller ended up being much more successful as a writer and director than Cable Guy. Actually, you know what? I've just got this weird urge. I'm going to go on Rotten Tomatoes. And actually look up. Fuck off with your anti. Holy shit. Madam Web has only got 15% positive reviews. That is exceptionally bad. That's pretty funny. All right. But I'm going to look up Cable Guy. What if they've got the historical. Cable Guy. Yeah, 55% critic, 51% audience. Not a popular film. But what's popular currently? Crime is Mine. Never heard of it. Iron Claw, a wrestling movie, 89%. Space Race, I don't know. Double Blind, I don't know. It's got 100% though. In theaters, Corey Gaynor, 100%. Land of Bad, 80%. Monolith. There you go. Oh, so you don't remember Jack Black? I mean, I don't remember anything about it. Honey, you going to rewatch Cable Guy? See if you still like it? No, dude, you're allowed to like it. I've only watched the first episode of Halo Season 2, Safa. I'm waiting for it to go somewhere because I did not mind Season 1. I'll probably watch a couple of episodes this weekend. That'll actually probably be my recovery viewing, Saturday morning / midday, whatever the fuck time I wake up after Friday night, party night. I'll probably sit on the lounge with, I don't know, a bacon sandwich and watch. Oh, no, actually, I know what I'm planning to make tomorrow night. We'll still involve bacon, though. But yes, Halo Season 2 will probably be my recovery viewing on Saturday. I don't think you can binge it yet, Richard. I think they're releasing it one episode. Wait, I said I liked it. You must have misheard me. I was fine with Season 1 of Halo. I thought it did some really interesting stuff. And I say this as someone who's never played the Halo video game, so I don't give a fucking shit what video game nerds were upset about, because you can't fucking do a TV show because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a classic. Oh, you remember Jack Black standing out in High Fidelity? He was pretty funny in High Fidelity, just as a complete asshole snob in a record store. Always funny people like that who are meant to be helping you in a shop who actually have a real attitude about things. It's not good. Actually, I was thinking, like, because I just watch trailers all the time on YouTube, and like many millions of other people, I did watch the Deadpool 3 trailer, Deadpool and Wolverine, and I'm all in, I have to admit. I was just like, oh, God, you've got me. I hope it doesn't suck, because you've just kind of hooked me in with this trailer. I really enjoyed the first Deadpool movie, and I found the second one pretty entertaining as well. So now I see this one, Deadpool and Wolverine, I'm like, oh God, you've got me. I definitely want to see it. Are you like Shallow Hal? I thought Shallow Hal was okay. Yeah. Farrelly Brothers. God, they were everywhere at one point. There was, wow, there was, everything was Farrelly Brothers for a few years. Weird how that happens. Someone is like super hot for 5, or even, as in filmmakers, super hot for 5 or even 10 years, and then you don't hear of them anymore. It's a tough business. I heard a Discord beep. What did someone put there? Oh God, more. Oh, Jack. Oh yes, Jack Black's TV advert for Pitfall, and Paul Rudd being in a Super Nintendo commercial. Yeah. It's wild what people did early. Again, the number of people who ended up becoming big stars, but who did commercials very early in their career, is very interesting. Bryan Cranston in a Megaforce Atari. You know what? I'm gonna do it without the sound on. Oh, was he like a teenager or early 20s there? Sorry, I'm turning the sound off. You can all watch this on bloody Discord if you want. Saw his face for a second. God, was that it? Like his face was there for a second. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it is remarkable the number of people who became big stars who started off doing commercials. You remember the old Dr. Mario commercial with the guy's guts but open? Oh, Rick Mayall, who got famous in The Young Ones and did a whole bunch of things. He did heaps of ads for Nintendo. There must be like a dozen of them. Very funny stuff. But he did that like after The Young Ones, like after he was famous. And it's just like, yep, cash in. Someone wants me to do ads for video games where I get to act wacky. And he just went for it. I think he did it. You remind me of it, Richard, because I think he did a Dr. Mario one as well. I don't think his gut explodes in it, but he does a lot of video games commercials. And normally the joke is like, you know, he's trying to be super cool, and he really isn't. Oh, excuse me. It's weird. I just gratuitously burp and then say excuse me as if that makes everything all right. Mrs. Angry has words to say about my habit of doing that. Actually, what I do that's really terrible is sometimes when I feel a big burp coming on, I'll deliberately sort of exaggerate or emphasize it. Or sometimes I'll say words because I'm an idiot boy, like a big burp, and I'll burp saying, "Hello, how are you?" Because I'm a silly boy. Well, he did lots of games. So he did Nigel Mansell Racing. Okay. I don't know how I ended up on them, but I fell down the rabbit hole once on YouTube. Watched, I don't know, 10 Rick Mail ads for Nintendo. There are so many of them. Yeah, so it's funny. There's the two phases. There's where you find out someone famous did ads before they were famous, and then you find out, oh wait, here's this person doing ads after they're famous. I have seen the movie Hotel Paradiso, which I find quite entertaining. That's like so Rick Mail and Edmondson were doing these characters. I think that's more or less the characters from Bottom, but not quite. But you look after the young ones, they did Filthy Rich and Cat Flap and Bottom, and they did the movie Hotel Paradiso. And yeah, Hotel Paradiso is like Faulty Towers crossed with Bottom. The characters they're playing in Hotel Paradiso are really close to the characters they play in Bottom. But actually, there's lots of fun stuff because besides doing several seasons of Bottom, they toured a live show of it as well. There's a lot of video on YouTube of the live show, and you can see they had a lot of fun because they'd make each other laugh and they'd fuck up the lines, and then it would just, you know, it would just collapse into anarchy in a really quite entertaining way, which is just pretty fucking funny. They would absolutely screw up lines, and then they would just improvise for several minutes about the fact they just fucked up their lines, and the audience would just always love it. God, they worked together for decades. But yeah, they did a lot. And of course, there's that one moment where Rick Mail was trying to break into Hollywood, did Drop Dead Fred, which is actually a good movie, and he's good in it. But for whatever reason, it never happened for him. Who knows? But he continued to do TV in England and the live stuff. Oh God, no! You wouldn't have got the young ones when you were 12. Didn't like the ending. Oh, it's actually, but that's I was mentioning that earlier with crime thriller. It's ending movies is hard. Comedies often have a very unsatisfying ending. Horror movies, I think the overwhelming majority of horror movies have a really disappointing ending. Endings that don't make any sense or are very unsatisfying. One of the reasons that I recommend Talk to Me, the recent horror film made by the Australian twins who rose to fame on YouTube as Raka Raka. That's just an extremely well-made film, and I wouldn't say the ending's perfect, but it's a pretty good ending. Dressed to Kill with Michael Caine. How old is that? Yeah, so you like the ending of Talk to Me as well. That again, everything about Talk to Me, the performances were good. It was well shot, well edited. The sound design was good. It was a pretty good ending. Oh, okay, it was an old one. I thought so. Dressed to Kill with Michael Caine, 1980. Richard, speaking of movies, Steamboat Willie will get some movies. Oh yeah, uh, yes, but because Steamboat Willie is out of copyright, but you can't call the character Mickey Mouse because Disney have a trademark, Mickey Mouse. But that representation in Steamboat Willie, you can do stuff with. Oh, that's right. Angie Dickinson in Dress to Kill, yeah. Hey, Chog, how's it going? Stream is on. We're having a good time. Oh, yes. Winnie the Pooh. But also, now here's the thing. The character of Winnie the Pooh is out of copyright. But again, I think Disney have a trademark on their representation of Winnie the Pooh. So because in A.A. Milne's books, Winnie the Pooh doesn't have the red shirt. So the Disney representation of Winnie the Pooh's not out of copyright. Chug, oh, well, look, it's just all happening, man. We're talking movies, King. Oh yeah, Richard, I'm not going to waste my time watching Blood and Honey. Oh, I did actually watch John Oliver with his knockoff of Steamboat Willie, which he asserts is definitely completely legal. He's been having fun lately. The John Oliver episode ripping on Elon Musk, where he is way fairer on Elon Musk than I would be, but apparently has still just seriously upset Elon Musk, which is hilarious. That's on YouTube. You can watch that on YouTube. The Steamboat Willie stuff, or Steamboat Mikey, is that what he's calling it, is probably on YouTube by now. The episodes are normally on YouTube in Australia a week or two after they first broadcast. No. Oh, that's on YouTube. I haven't watched it. Okay, that's worth watching. It was in my feed, and I thought, and I didn't watch it. If it's worth watching, I'll watch it. Richard, you saw a video of Joe Rogan walking out. He thought it was staged. Joe Rogan's a fucking mutant. Seriously. That guy looks like a thumb fucked a hot dog, then got pumped full of steroids. Safa. Do you mean mocking Meta? Musk is a liar and a hypocrite. And it's of no value to point that out. But basically, whenever Musk asserts something, you can assume it's a lie. Oh, yeah, I did actually, again, I saw the first episode of Jon Stewart talking about the comparative cognitive impairment of Trump and Biden. Is very good. Oh, Chog, you've been sucked in by a video game. Starfield. Okay. I've heard of it. Yeah, Safa, Elon Musk doesn't get to mock anyone. Elon Musk is a pathetic, weak, insecure, hypocritical, lying charlatan. Oh yeah, the bit because Jon Stewart had a show on Apple TV called The Problem with Jon Stewart, and they put lots of clips on YouTube. And now he's doing Mondays on The Daily Show, which pop up on YouTube a couple of days after they first broadcast. And I did see the film was good. So Strictly Sega, you think Starfield deserved better? Yeah, I think I did see some negative reviews of Starfield. I think like all the big publishers put games out before they're ready. Yeah, it's kind of like you're not going to get sick of him if he's only on 1 day a week. Oh, what's that doing? Jordan Klepper's good because they were doing the thing for ages, having guest hosts for a week or several weeks. Have they settled into like is Jordan Klepper doing the other days a week, or are they still sharing around? You're not a Starfield fan, Dr. Abigail. Well, see, this is the thing. This is the classic example of how we experience entertainment and art is completely subjective, and perfectly rational people can have completely conflicting and diverging views of something because the experience of these things is subjective. So talking to not pick up games the minute they come out, leave it for a couple of years. Yeah, I mean, I hardly ever game. Mrs. Angry's become the household gamer. I just like to still play Red Dead Redemption 2 because I love it so much. If they spent 3 extra months, it would have been better. Fallout 76. I do remember people ragging Fallout 76. But then eventually, I think probably with patches, people decided Fallout 76 was good. I haven't played any of the Fallout games, so I don't know. And there's a Fallout streaming series coming out, isn't there? I did see the trailer. Looked pretty good. Who knows, though? Who actually knows? Many a trailer has been very enticing, and the end product has been sucky. So that is basically what I heard, that Fallout 76 was a shit show. Watch from the sidelines because I never played any of the games. So no better. Oh, okay. Look, I tell you what though. Aside because there's a Fallout streaming show. One of the best streaming shows which you can watch on Prime is for sci-fi fans is The Expanse. It's really good. It basically covers the first 6 books of The Expanse, and then there's 3 more books which are set 30 years after the first 6, and I just finished them. Megaleech isn't here to talk about, and the largely spoiler-free review of the final 3 Expanse books is they're very good. But man, oh, Megaleech, you are here. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, no, I just finished. And now I'm finishing the short stories. I've got all the short stories on audiobook. And there was one I was listening to, and I mistakenly started listening to it before listening to the final 3 because it actually comes after the Laconian Empire takes over, and it gives away what happens in the first book with the Laconian Empire. And I was like, no. Now I'm going back to it, and it's fucking Timmy's mate from Earth 30 years later. He's old, and instead of having a gimpy arm, he's got a fucking titanium prosthetic on there, and he's a real hard case criminal. And it's more a novella than a short story. And I'm super keen to see where this goes. I'm about halfway through it. I'm super keen to see where it goes. But yes, the final 3 books of The Expanse, really good. Man, they just like be killing off not just characters, but planets, large populations. Stuff goes wrong on a pretty big scale in the last 3 books of The Expanse. But very engaging stuff. And again, quite a satisfying ending as well. Very in tune with the characters, the ending. Richard, dude, I just feel old anyway. But you found an 87 Walkman cassette player. I was not rich enough to have one. I did have a mini thing at one point. I don't think it was an official Walkman because I didn't have the money for it. So Strictly Sega. No Man's Sky. Cyberpunk was a shit show. Like some of the videos I saw on YouTube, people saying this is what's wrong with Cyberpunk, and like elements of Cyberpunk that were worse than games that had been released 5 years earlier. I didn't even believe it was real. Oh, a 97 model, you had a 93 on? See, I wasn't rich enough to have a Walkman. Couldn't get into Cyberpunk. Yeah, I haven't tried it. Thematically, it's the sort of thing I think I'd like, but oh yeah, but that's the whole thing. Yes, they fixed No Man's Sky. Conceptually, No Man's Sky is a great idea. But yes, apparently on release, very bad. You hate using it on amp. Walkman beeps and it's so loud. Okay, what's the... Oh. All right. Also, this is a radio player. This isn't even a... Okay, I need to share this picture. What's it doing? Okay, so if I share this picture... So this is just an FM AM radio receiver. Doesn't even play cassettes. It's a radio. Hey Nathan, you just tuned in. We're having fun talking about old tech. Yeah, video games. Darkest Dungeon 2, depressing. There you go. I got a text. What was that? Okay, Mrs. Angry's gone to bed early, so I have to not get too excited and not talk to her. She didn't say that, but just out of decorum, I got to not get excited and not talk too loud. Speaking of RPGs, Knights of the Old Republic, gonna do it for the 50 millionth time. Oh yes, I've actually heard good things about Dave the Diver. It's a comparatively simple game. So yes, you and Soph both enjoyed that. Yes, I have heard that Dave the Diver is a good game. It's like a game that I got because I'd been wanting for ages, and then I got it really cheap, and I still haven't played it, but I did start it, was Disco Elysium. I have to get into it. There's a trailer which I think is for one of the Knights of the Old Republic games. I've seen the trailer on YouTube. It's so good. Like, it absolutely should be a movie. There's this thing where the Sith attack the Jedi Temple, and it's like it's cuts. I don't know if it's cutscenes in the game or if it was just done for a trailer, but holy shit, it's such a good bit of story. You look at it and go, that should absolutely be a movie or a streaming show. And we are apparently getting new Star Wars in the next year or two, and/or season 2, and some movies, apparently. Various people, including Taika Waititi, supposedly doing Star Wars movies. Be interesting to see. But who knows? Old Republic is an MMO. I don't know what it is. I've basically not really played Star Wars games since the original Dark Forces, which I played and loved. Yeah, so you agree would be a great movie. So Chog's saying if you enjoyed RPGs in the early 2000s, good quality. You reckon the original KOTOR is the best Star Wars game? Neat. Okay, so that Walkman we're talking about was May 1987 model. Um, Trying to think, what was the trailer? Kotor remake. Is it cancelled or not? Not actual gameplay. No, that's not it. Ooh, 30 minutes of cinematic. Wait, okay, I'm going to risk. I won't have sound on and I won't have it full screen, but I want to risk a particular thing and see if it works. Wait, is this it? No, this is something else. What's the one I'm thinking of? There's this really good bit where the Sith attack a Jedi temple and a shuttle like crashes into the Jedi temple and the Jedi are all going like, what the fuck? And then there's just darkness at the door of the shuttle opening, and then there's just all these red beams, like all these lightsabers switching on. So it's just all these red beams in the darkness going. It was so cool, such good visual. Chicken Zaga stepping out, nice. But are you going to be one of the real men? Ah, the Old Republic. Okay. All right. Old. I think these have all fucking been replaced by other ones. Okay, it used to always pop up when I was looking for it. And it's just like, now it's not. Other shit's popping up. It's super annoying. I'm very easily upset. I'm trying to find the appropriate thing because I just want to share one image from it because it's so fucking cool. Wait, I think this is it. Yes, this is it. Definitely. Okay, I just want to share one image from this. It's like bad guys show up and then a bunch of guards try to stop them and they all get snotted because the guy's a really powerful Sith. And So I love it. The story of the Jedi is a story of failure, honestly. All right, I'm going to do this at the risk of getting content matched. No sound. I'm going to do this, and it won't even be full screen. Do this, and I'm going to do it like this. I'm just trying to avoid being content matched, but this. So, okay, the shuttle crashes into the Jedi Temple, and it's like huge fucking drama. And thank you, Safa. That's what I should have been searching on. But yeah, one lightsaber goes on. That's, oh my God, that fucking kicks ass. Just as a visual, that absolutely kicks ass. Oh no, don't do that. Do this. I don't want to get content matched. Yeah, just that one visual, one lightsaber, one Sith lightsaber goes on, and then all these lightsabers just go like that's just like, yo, shit's about to get real. Shit's going down now. It's oof. It's just really good visual storytelling. Yeah, no, it's not actually in the game. It's just a cinematic to promote the game. But you look at that, and the EA logo makes you cringe. I don't know. You know, shit happens in the world. Oh, I just thought of something, and it's way too late. I just have to. Oh, actually, because I did actually get my fucking YouFoods message at the start of the stream, as always happens on a Thursday. It's like, get excited. Oh, okay. Just looking at my massages. Okay, so while we're thinking of it, as in a Mace Windu series would be good. Oh, he's too fucking old, man. He's like 80. You 75. He's too fucking old. He was Mace Windu, what was it, 30 years ago? 25, 30 years ago? And he died. Sure, they can de-age him and whatnot, and Samuel Jackson's cool as fuck. Sorry, that was just a good in-joke text then. But yeah, EA fucking suck. Oh yeah, an animated series with Sam Jackson voicing it. Yeah, nice. Look, Justin, I find no fault in that, my man. 10 p.m. and cooking brownies in the air fryer. Well, yes. Also, technically, we didn't see Mace's body. It's Palpatine somehow came back. That was just the worst fucking writing ever. It's a fucking embarrassment. What was I going to do? I was going to do my YouFoods. Okay, I'm not logged in on here. Am I logged in on here? I'm logged in on here. Okay. So they are going to have put things in that I don't want. So like creamy chicken carbonara, okay, I want. 2 chicken and veg. I don't want any chicken and veg. Fuck off. Roast chicken and gravy, I don't want. Fuck off. Roast beef and chips, I don't want. Fuck off. Spaghetti bolognese, I do want. Creamy garlic chicken Kiev. I do want. Ooh, new one. Lemon chicken and green beans. Okay. File that as a maybe. I always like trying new ones. Satay fish. That does not appeal. Creamy coconut chicken. Curry. Okay, beef lasagna. I do like the beef lasagna. Buffalo chicken with mac and cheese. Might get that. What do you got? Shredded beef ravioli. I do like that one. Chassis pork. Mushroom and cheese tortellini. Lentil lasagna. Spinach and ricotta cannelloni. Oh, then the big ones. Okay, so I've got to decide on one more. What do I want? Chicken penne, char grilled chicken, slightly spicy buffalo chicken. Oh, geez, that's just also tempting. You know what? Fuck it. I'll try the new one. Lemon chicken and green beans and rice. I'm just crazy. No one can stop me. All right, so that's my next week's. Does anyone want free U foods? I can send you a sample thing for free U foods. If you want free U foods, send me a message on Discord with your email address. I'll do it. Good lemon chicken is good, so I'm going to try it. Sam Jackson could realistically portray a Jedi who's been maimed and dropped. Yeah, he could. Yes, somebody. Oh, good question. Favorite Sam Jackson movie? Yeah, Hayden Christensen's not great. Okay, favorite Sam Jackson. I kind of like him in almost everything. I can't really think of a Sam Jackson performance I hated. Oh, The Man with Eugene Levy. I do actually know that one. I mean, going right back. Stuff like we did the early it was like Do the Right Thing, and he was in another of that dude's films. Spike Lee. I was blanking on Spike. That's very kind of you to say, Dr. Abigail. I have seen Jumper. I did not hate Jumper, actually. That movie had Sam Jackson. There you go. I have to admit, I do love Sam Jackson in Quentin Tarantino movies. Pulp Fiction right through to Django Unchained. Yeah, Jumper was fine. Oh god, there was that hilarious shark one that Sam Jackson was in. Was it called Deep Blue Sea? Oh, he was very good in Jackie Brown is pretty close to my favorite Quentin Tarantino film, and that makes me sound like a hipster because it's probably his least cited film. But I just thought Jackie Brown was so good. Yeah, it might as well have been Sharks on a Plane. I still haven't seen Snakes on a Plane, actually. Even though I've got it on disc because it was on sale for like $5 or something. I haven't watched it. But yeah, Sam Jackson in the genetically modified killer shark movie, Deep Blue Sea. It's pretty fucking funny. I enjoyed that movie. Like shark movies, fuck yeah. Even that really stupid one with Jason Statham, The Meg. Oh my god. So funny. Oh, did you actually? I thought you were making a joke. You meant to say Snakes on a Plane. What I love is that rumors got out on the internet about this film, that someone who was like a script doctor was being paid to sort of punch up the script a bit, and the working title of the film was Snakes on a Plane. And the person who was doing the punch up of the script was like, it sucks because they're going to give it a really boring name. It's going to be called like, and it was going to be called something like Pacific Flight 123 or something. And the person was going, it should be Snakes on a Plane. It's just the best name for a movie. And Samuel L. Jackson doing it. And someone in a web comic had a joke like how they saw it going when they heard Sam Jackson in this movie with snakes on a plane. They did this web comic of Sam Jackson saying, I want these motherfucking snakes off my motherfucking plane. And it was so powerful as a meme, they actually did a reshoot and had Sam Jackson say, I want these motherfucking snakes off my motherfucking plane, and put it in the movie. The Meg 2 seemed super bad. The Meg, your son made you watch The Meg? I found it entertaining. Very silly, but entertaining. And the book it was inspired by, I don't know how close it adheres to the book, but the book was inspired by came out in like the 80s. It was like a Jaws cash-in. Someone had the idea of a megalodon, and it was just called Meg. And the movie they called The Meg, which I actually think was smart, because if you see a movie called Meg, you think it's just about a person called Meg. Oh god, there was another fucking stupid shark film I saw an ad for. I forget what it is, but it's just like, wow, we're still doing shark films. Okay, why not? Okay, here we go with an analogy. Chog. The Meg 2 was like seasoning a dinner roll with chili paste and shoving the dinner roll up your ass. That good. So far as analogies go, I like that one. Sharknado was actually pretty funny. Just literally being given a minimal budget to put a film together and doing the effects on like a home PC. I actually think they did a really good job with Sharknado. And they did like 6 sequels or something. And there was this thing, so Sci-Fi Channel doing these low budget creature feature horror things, and it's pretty funny. Watch it on YouTube. Oh no, that's 3 minutes. I can't play that. I've had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Someone's YouTube review of Madam Web is titled, Madam Web is a crime against everything. And the thumbnail says, worse than Morbius. And that's really saying, I still haven't watched Morbius. People did not like it. Oh, yes, Sharknado is definitely a parody film. The Sci-Fi Channel gave these people money. Is like, if you can come up with something that's kind of like a spoof of the ridiculous 50s and 60s sci-fi films, we'll give you a minimal budget to make it. And Sharknado was the best known and most successful, but they made dozens of them. And really fucking weird, like two-headed shark zombie. Oh, Chog, you've got Morbius in 4K, waiting to watch it in the home theater. Well, from what I saw visually, it might be interesting. I haven't watched it, but people did not like it. What are you going to do, though? Oh, that was really funny. Yes, I was actually literally about to say that, because people were memeing Morbius so hard, the studio thought people are talking about it so much online. If we re-release it, they might actually watch it. They didn't. Everyone thought the movie was shit. They were just having fun with the memes. That was definitely pretty funny. Anyway, it's 10 o'clock, or it's actually a bit after 10. I might go to bed because I still have to work tomorrow. Ooh, and I've got boss meetings tomorrow. Actually, pretty important ones. I've got to be somewhat lucid for them. Richard, enough is enough. You've had it with the monkey fighting snakes. Oh, Monday to Friday plane. Oh, dear. It's easy to criticize films that are flops. What was the worst film that did well at the box office? Actually, that's an excellent question, because there have been some very successful films that I just did not like. And even just like artistically praised films that left me a bit cold. I really want to rewatch Parasite, because that got hyped so much. It's a Korean film and got hyped so much. And it left me feeling flat. I was like, why are people raving about this? I feel like I want to watch it again. Anyway, you're saying Armageddon was a box office success, definitely. This is where I have to admit I like that movie, even though it's extremely silly. Oh, yeah, but that was from a different era, Gone with the Wind. But that's also a fair call. So, Richard, you might watch... Maybe I will. Maybe I'll watch Snakes on a Plane this weekend. I think Armageddon's a really entertaining movie. Yeah. You're just upset because the science on Armageddon was absolutely fucking stupid from beginning to end. Like, every single statement they made about science was stupid as fuck. But I still found it ridiculously entertaining. Jog, that's what movies should be, Divergence. Well, see, that's opinion, Dr. Abigail. I find it a very entertaining movie. Oh, God, that guy who plays the Russian, he was hilarious. And that was probably the biggest thing about Armageddon, the Aerosmith theme song. That was huge. Oh, yeah. And opinions are valid. Opinions are always valid. As I said before, art and entertainment is a subjective experience, and opinions on it are valid. Yeah. And people are going to have different, strong opinions on the same thing. It's hard to have another drink, but I'm going to go to bed. Liv Tyler was pretty good in it. Chog, I think that's a fairly popular opinion, actually. I don't think anyone's really cared about a Marvel film since, like, Endgame, and that was mixed. I liked Thor Ragnarok, whereas the follow-up, Love and Thunder, was a bit lackluster. I did actually watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 recently, and it was not bad. Anyway, don't want to miss the things in the Discord. Yeah. All right, good night, everyone. I'm literally gonna go to bed. But, gear up for a big party night tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. But like I said, I've actually got a couple boss meetings tomorrow that are actually pretty important that I want to be lucid for. So as tempting as it is to drink more booze and stay up, I'm not going to. But tomorrow, whole thing. Well, we can have a discussion about Guardians 3 tomorrow, Strictly Sega. But nighty night for now. You all take care.